Okay, guys, for now we are going to move to the other feature of writing a good paragraph, which is coherence, اللي هو التماسك. Okay. Another element of a good paragraph is coherence. So it is a Latin word, okay, verb, cohere, which means hold together. So how to hold your paragraph together, okay? So for coherence in writing, the sentences must hold together. That is, um, the movement from one sentence to the next must be logical and smooth. Okay, يعني شنو, when I write a sentence, okay, the idea that comes after it, okay, the idea that precedes or follows it, okay, must relate to it, okay. So the ideas after and before should be related. That is why, and hence your paragraph will be logical and smooth. Okay, so you don't have to jump. For example, when I want to write the advantages of gold, as I said, or the advantages um, of e-learning, so I have to order my sentences logically. Okay, I have to organize my ideas logically from 1 to 5. I don't. You don't have to write the first idea and right after it, for example, the fifth idea. Okay, so you have to organize your ideas one after one. Okay, logically, and hence your paragraph will flow smoothly. Okay, and hence you are going to achieve unity. So what are the ways, okay, by which we achieve coherence? Okay, we have many ways, or indeed 4 ways. The first one is the repetition of the key nouns or words. يعني when I talk about gold, I يعني there's no need to repeat the word gold from one time to time, from one time, gold and gold and gold and gold. No, use the pronouns gold, then you have to say it, okay, it's, okay, etc. So this is the repetition of the key nouns. Okay, when I have, for example, danger, say it's. When I have or it's and a proper name, for example, John, Ali, Zaki, etc. Okay, you have to see he, uh, or a female, proper name like she, her, hers, him, etc. You don't. You have to repeat repeat. This is related to the consistent pronouns, so the use of consistent pronouns. Okay, or using synonyms, antonyms. Okay, and transition signals, because, for example, on the other hand, after, secondly, after, and as I said, arranging your ideas logically. So these are the ways of writing, of achieving coherence indeed. So we are going to start with the first one, which is the repetition of the key nouns. So the easiest way to achieve coherence is to repeat key nouns frequently in your paragraph. We are going to read the model paragraph about gold to see how it uses this technique to smooth the flow of sentences. Okay, the key noun is in this paragraph is gold. So we are going to circle the word gold and all pronouns that refer to it. Okay, since the key words, the main word of this paragraph is gold, I have to repeat it from one time to time. Okay, in order to mention the reader about the main idea. Okay, in order to put the focus on it. Gold, a precious metal, okay, is a prize for two important characteristics. First of all, gold, and etc. etc. Okay, gold never, sorry, needs to be polished, etc. For example, uh, Macedonian coin remains as untarnished today as the day it was made, uh, centuries ago. So we are going to see, so the word gold here. Okay, and here's the word goal, and here is also the word. We find the word goal. Okay, the word goal. So, and here is also the word goal. See? So we repeat the word goals many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, more than 5 times. Okay? We repeat the key nouns in order to put the focus on it, in order to remind the reader of the main idea of the paragraph. Okay? So this is this is what's meant by the repetition of the keywords. Also, in order to make our paragraphs more coherent, we have to substitute the key nouns with the pronouns. For example, I don't have, always to say golden, 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 gold. I can say it. Okay, for example, it. Sorry. Here we have it. Okay, it's. Let's see if we have its utility. Sorry. Okay, let us see. It's a beauty as well. It, etc. So I don't have to always, all times, repeat the word gold, but substitute it by its a pronoun, which is it. If I have a proper name for a female or a male, I say she or he. Okay, her or his, etc. So I repeat and substitute. هنا عندكم ملاحظة. There is no fixed rule about how often to repeat key nouns or when to substitute pronouns. You should repeat a key noun instead of using a pronoun when the meaning is not clear. Okay? يعني من أقول it مرات المعنى ما مفهوم، أخلي الكي ناون الجولد. لكن إذا مفهوم الإت إنه يعرف الريدر إنه يعني أنا مو بداية الجملة أقول it is. No. What is it? I have to say gold. Then when the reader understand that it refers to gold, I write it. So now key noun substitutes. Okay, how to or how could I or how can I substitute the key nouns? Okay, as I said, I don't have to always repeat. Although repeating keywords can make a paragraph more coherent, you don't want to repeat a key noun again and again. You can use synonyms, مرادفات, okay, or expressions with the same meaning. For example, in sentence 8 of the first paragraph about gold, the writer substituted with a noun used as a synonym for application. The noun use it as the synonym for the word application in sentence 7, thereby smoothing the flow of thought from one sentence to the next. يعني استخدم مرادفات او عبارات مشابهة in order حتى ما اكرر الكي nouns. Okay, هاي ايضا another feature of achieving coherence. Okay, in a paragraph. Use consistent pronouns. يعني شنو? For example, if I have the singular pronoun he, okay, the verb should have third person singular. I can't say he knows, he use, no, he uses. Okay, he, and then it's the possessive pronoun or object pronoun his, not her. She, her, not his. Okay, they, their, not its. Okay, it's not theirs. Okay, etc. So I have to be consistent. Yani. There should be a relation between the pronoun and its object pronoun, the subject pronoun and its object pronoun. Okay, don't change it from you to he or she, for example, or from he to they, etc. And then we are going to have example. For example, a student who knows. نحن عندنا students who know. A few Latin and Greek roots and prefixes have. هنا مو عندي students هنا أنا have. An advantage over a student. Students who does don't etc. اوكي. وهنا مثلا اغير السبجكت او البروناون حسب الشيء اللي عندي. يعني الشيء if I have Mary I have to write she not he. Okay. Mary and her daughter, not Mary and his daughter or daughter. Okay. So this is what's meant by the consistent pronoun. Consistent pronoun. Okay. هنا عندكم مثال. In the following paragraph, the pronouns are not consistent. Correct them to make this paragraph more coherent. Now, Olympic athletes, this is the title of the paragraph. Okay, must be strong both physically and mentally. هنا شنو عندي هنا athletes يعني جمع. يعني شنو يعني they. First of all, if you hope to compete in an Olympic sport. هنا ليش استخدم you؟ يعني أنا جاي أتكلم عنهم. عن ضمير الغائب مو مخاطب you. وبالتالي it is wrong. I have to say what? I have to say they. In Olympic sport, you must also they. I'm talking about them. Must be physically strong. Furthermore, springing Olympians must train rigorously and forcefully for many years. For the most demanding sport, they train several hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week for 10 or more years. In addition to being physically strong, athletes must also be mentally tough. This means that I have to write they. I'm talking about them. Have to be totally dedicated to not their sport. Often giving up a normal school, family, and social life. Being mentally strong also means that he or she must be able to withstand. I can also say they instead of the that intense pressure of international competition with its accompanying media and coverage. Finally, not everyone can win a medal. Okay, so Olympians must possess the inner strength to live with a defeat. Okay, so this is what's meant by the consistent pronouns. I have to be consistent when using pronouns. Okay, the third feature of to achieve the coherence in a paragraph is the use of transition signals. The use of transition signals. Okay, so transition signals connect, okay, or make a paragraph more coherent. And what are the transition signals? يعني we have many transition signals, like for example first, second, finally, because, although, when, and, but, yet, however, in spite of, despite of, on the other hand, on the one hand, okay, because of, as a result, hence, etc. Okay, and each one has its own meaning. For example, when I have a contrast, when I express contrast, I have to say but, yet, however, in spite of, still, etc. When I have cause and effect, I have to write so and because. When I have a result, I have to write as a result or so. Okay. When I have consequences of event, I have to write and. Okay. When I have extra information, I have to write another or additional, furthermore, moreover, etc. When I have similar ideas, I have to write similarly or similar. Okay, likewise. When I have different ideas, I have to say dissimilar, differently, different from, in contrast. Okay. When I want to end my paragraph, I have to write conclude, in conclude, in conclusion. So to conclude, in conclusions, as a result, etc. So these are called transition signals. Okay, so transition signals give a paragraph coherence because they guide your reader from one idea to the next. Okay, so we are going to have two paragraphs and we will compare which one has more transition signals and more coherent than the other. So paragraph 1, one difference among the world's seas and oceans is that the salinity or salinity, okay, varies. الملوحة يعني salinity varies in different climate zone. Okay, the Baltic Sea يعني بحر البلطيق. Okay, in Northern Europe is only 1/4 as salty, and as the Red Sea in the Middle East. There are reasons for this. In warm climates, okay, water evaporates rapidly. The concentration of salt is greater. The surrounding land is dry and does not contribute much fresh water to dilute the salty seawater. In cold climate zones, water evaporates slowly. The runoff created by melting snow adds a considerable amount of fresh water to dilute the slain seawater. So we don't see any transition signals. Do you see anyone? Any transition signals? No, of course not. So let us see the second one. One difference among the world's seas and oceans is that the salinity varies in different climate zones. For example, the Baltic non-additional, for example, okay, نانا for example, هذا الباراجراف. Okay, so it is the first transition signals. عندنا أول واحدة. And northernace, etc. Okay, first of all, عندنا the second one. Now, first of all, the reader appears in his mind that there is a second idea. First, I have to have what? A second idea. So it makes a paragraph flow smoothly and logically. First of all, second, I have another transition signal. Second, okay. Consequently, the third transition signals. Consequently, and okay. Furthermore, when I use furthermore when I have extra information or I want to add another idea. Okay, so the second paragraph is more coherent because it contains transition signals. Each transition signal has a special meaning. Okay, each shows how the following sentence relates to the preceding one. So when you write a paragraph, you have to use transition signals to make your paragraph more coherent. And هنا عندكم لستة من transition signals وكل واحدة ومعانيها. Okay, to introduce an additional idea, I have to use these signals. To introduce an opposite idea, I have to use these signals. To introduce a choice, I have to use these words. To introduce a restatement, I have to use these words. To listen order, I have to use these words. To introduce an example, I have to use these signals. And finally, when I want to conclude a sentence, I use these signals. Results or summary, I have these signals. Okay, so this is our lecture for today, and thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, okay, and don't hesitate, feel free to write me. Okay, good luck.